Nevada is home to most of the nation's wild horses and burros, but food is running low, and concerns of overpopulation have many concerned. In a Fox 5 special report, Feven Kay introduces you to people here in the valley that are stepping up to help save America's living legends.
They're a part of American history and a treasured part of the nation's foundation. There's thousands of these majestic creatures roaming the open range, but there's way too many of them, more than the land they inhabit can handle. And if we don't do something about it, we'll lose an important part of American history. Thankfully, there are people doing everything in their power to keep the Wild West alive.
These are the legacy generations of what founded this country. On their backs and their shoulders pulling is how we got this country settled.
Horsepower helped. Horses plowed the fields, hauled the lumber, and carried the soldiers. Eventually, this horsepower gave way to this horsepower. Abandoned and left to roam and fend for themselves, thousands were slaughtered for pet food and under attack.
The connotation is, oh, they're a crazy horse that can't be trained. It's absolutely false. Wild simply denotes where they're born and where they're raised and where they thrive.
They live on nearly 27 million acres of public lands across 10 western states. The largest population roam right here in Nevada.
Only X amount of horses and X amount of burros can live there in order to maintain an ecological balance with all the other critters that live in there as well.
As part of the Bureau of Land Management's effort to find good homes for them, the agency offers financial incentives to encourage qualified people to adopt them.
If you adopt a horse, the government will pay you $500 at the end of 6 months. And if you still have the horse and everything's going good and they do their inspections, at the end of the next 6 months or the 1 year, you get another $500 stipend.
But before they're adopted, they must be trained. Since they've never been around people, domesticating them is a challenge.
Hold. Good boy.
That's where Brian comes in.
There's nothing more beautiful and nothing more magical than when you're working with a Mustang that has never been around humans in its entire life, and all of a sudden you're trying to explain how to do something and it gets it. When it looks at you and there's like a little light bulb in the eye and they're like, okay, and you're like, wow.
Hold.
New adopters Chris HAYASHI and Scott Porter are thankful for Brian's dedication to these animals. How nice is it, and how helpful is it to be able to come out here to Funny Farms and be able to actually be in on the training process before you take them home?
Oh, I think it's critically important because these are animals. They have brains, they have emotions, and they're going to connect with people or not. And so if I want to connect with this horse, I need to be part of its sensitizing to humans.
Chris is giving Lobo a chance at a better life while he gives her a shot at a new adventure.
It's very exciting. I want to try barrel racing, and I'm going to be 60 in not too long.
I like the process and I like the commitment and the work. Just developing that lifelong bond. That's my good boy. Yeah. It's more like he picked me than I picked him.
Partnerships with prisons also gives inmates the opportunity to train Mustangs. It's a win-win for the adoption program and the prisoners who train them. At their March adoption event at the Northern Nevada Correctional Facility, 16 horses trained by inmates found their forever homes.
Step.
That's where Maverick caught Richard's eye.
He seemed like a perfect fit for me. He was energetic, he was agile, he was fast, and he's also a good-looking boy.
Fulfilling Richard's lifelong dream of owning a Mustang, it was the perfect match.
I was expecting far more of a challenge when I got him and took possession of him, to get him to behave himself, good boy, and be gentle and do things that allowed me and him to be safe together. And I've been very pleasantly surprised that no, he's gentle, he's well-mannered.
Currently, there are more than 80,000 wild horses and burros roaming the Western Range, which is more than triple the amount the land can support.
If you want to actually be a part of your own country's history, if you as an American want to make history, then adopt a true living legend, the horses and their cousins, the burros.
The next adoption event here in Nevada is happening on June 8th in Carson City. For more information, visit our website, fox5vegas.com.